Assalamu alaikum students. As you know that we have done the reading of the collecting things in detail and we have discussed some points about it. Now I am going to mention the whole gist of the reading that we have discussed and which is quite helpful for you to learn question answers, words meaning. With the help of this gist you can understand each chapter very carefully. So students, now while reading we have discussed what kind of things do people collect. While doing the reading we have discussed that why people collect things, why and what kind of thing people do collect. The answer is simple, is we can collect each and every kind of thing. Any person can collect the thing, it become our hobby, but after that it become our profession too, maybe it vary. So what kind of things do people collect? Like they collect different kind of thing. There is not a specific thing that we need to be collect. We can collect anything which is very good for us, that is very impressive as well, that attract us a lot, we can collect. But in our chapter the few things that is mentioned, like we can collect stamps, seashells, leaves, flowers and many more. Then after that, while reading we have discussed how does a person start a collection, that how person start a collection. It seems easy, but it's not easy. When we are going to start our collection, there's a number of questions comes to in our mind that which thing we need to be collect. Like for example, if I like seashell, I need to collect it, but it is not easily obtained. When I going to collect the leaves, it is not easily obtained as well. So it is not easy at all to start our collection. We should start our collection with those things that is quite easily obtained and that is near to us, we can easily obtain. So that's why we need to collect those things which are easily available, near to us and obtained as well. Instead of it, we are going to collect those things that is very beautiful, that attract us a lot, but it is not obtained. Okay? So we need to collect those items that is easily obtained. How to preserve a flower? So while reading we have discussed that people used to collect stamps, people used to collect seashells, people used to collect coins, and after that it become their hobby, and after that it become the profession, and most of the people used to adopt it as a profession. For example, the people who used to collect stamp, they in future they will work with the stamps as well, right? So the people who used to collect coin, they are interested to collect the coin, in future they are become interested, and in future they become a profession and they are becoming an archaeologist as well in history. So this is all about it. So in our reading session we have discussed these points, and this is the gist that I am discussing with you all, making people more understanding for the lecture as well. So the next one, how to preserve a flower. Right, I have discussed the few things that we need to collect. So after that, how we can preserve a flower, how we can save it for the long time. Like people used to collect the flower, they can take it out and they can pluck the flower, but they can't easily preserve it. So the few things that the writer has discussed, like we can use a newspaper, we put flour on that. When the newspaper absorb the juices of it, we can paste with the glue on our scrapbook and mention each and everything, like color of it, size of it, from where we can found it. So this is the thing that we can make our hobby more interesting and more valuable as well as more knowledgeable, right? So while reading we had which thing we need to collect. Like we need to collect those things that is easily obtained, or that's all. So while reading we have discussed few things, and here with the help of these key points I have told you those things that we have discussed in the reading. This is the whole gist of the chapter. I'm pretty much sure that you can easily understand it with the help of the gist as well as the reading for the question answers. Now student, we have discussed in reading a different few elements about the collecting things. For example, a person can collect flower, seashells, stamps, leaves and many more, and how we can preserve it, this is also mentioned in the reading, and we have discussed in detail that how we can preserve a flower or any plant. So now we are going to move from the question answers, which was very helpful for you after reading it. what kind of things do people collect? In our reading we have discussed people collect each and every kind of thing, any kind. There is not a particular thing, there is not a specific thing that need to be collected. So we can collect any or every kind of thing. This is the answer of the question. Our basic purpose of writing down the questions and giving them the answer is need to enhance your reading skill. When you will read it very carefully, that you are able to give answer properly without any help of anyone of else. So why was stamp collecting was popular? The second question is as we have discussed in the reading, the stamp collecting is so popular. Here we have discussed that why is stamp collecting popular? Because it is easily obtained. Comparatively, we can't easily obtain flower, we can't easily get flower or seashell or leaves, because it is quite difficult to preserve it, and we need to save it, we need to put it into the scrapbook and for the long time. So stamp collecting is very popular because we can easily obtain it. This is the simple answer of the question. Now let's move to the question number 3. Why do you think one should not pick more flower than one need? It is definitely that we should pick only one flower or those flowers that we needed, simply because the flower provide food for the insect and it give beauties as well. So we need to pick only those flowers that we needed. Now let's move to the question number 4. Why is magnifying glass useful but not essential? Magnifying glass is used to make the things bigger. Why it is useful? A magnifying glass is useful if we want to study a flower more carefully. We can observe it from the eyes too. It is important but not essential as well. We can observe it from the eyes. So now question number 5 is, why do you think newspaper is used in the flower press? We have discussed in our reading that newspaper is used in the flower for preserve for the long time. When we put flour for the newspaper, and the newspaper absorb the juices of it, and we can preserve it in our album in the scrapbook for the long time. This is the question 1 to 5. Now let's move to the question number 6 and 7, which is very easiest one, and you need to do it by yourself as well. What are some of the things that you will need to order or start a collection flower? Because it's vary from student to student. So you will do question number 6 and 7 by yourself. See you in the next lecture. Allah Hafiz.